Don't start your day until you do this 20 min. The supreme goodness is like water. It nourishes all things without contending. Allow your energy to flow effortlessly, and nothing in the world can conquer you. You wake up, and a crushing heaviness instantly envelops you. It feels as if the day has already started on the wrong foot, long before your eyes are fully open. The morning, far from being a clean slate for a fresh beginning, seems like the mere continuation of the exhaustion you dragged in from yesterday. It's a relentless struggle to fire up an engine that stubbornly refuses to turn over. What if I revealed an ancient method to you, a millennium-old wisdom, capable of turning those crucial first 20 minutes into a true gateway of profound energy and unshakable serenity? This isn't about superficial motivation or empty quotes for your social media feed. I'm talking about awakening your Qi, the vital force that Taoist masters have cultivated and honored for over 3,000 years. It is the genuine spark of life itself. In this video, you will uncover 3 straightforward yet unbelievably powerful practices that will enable you to unlock your inner energy, harmonize every corner of your physical body, and condition your mind to flow with the day, rather than having to push against the current. This marks the commencement of our energy and balance cycle, a deep dive where we will collectively reactivate everything you felt was stagnant or dormant within you. If this philosophy resonates deeply and you grasp the value of consistent practice over mere theory, I invite you to subscribe immediately to start practicing with me weekly. Remember this cycle's purpose is not just to feed you information, but it is laser focused on real and tangible transformation. In the moments to come, you will grasp why a Taoist sage's morning never begins with uncontrolled urgency, but always with a state of full, anchored presence. It's time for a genuine change to begin. The very first thing you must internalize is that this sensation of grogginess upon waking is not simply due to a lack of sleep. More often than you realize, it signals a blockage in your vital energy flow. Qi, that unseen force the ancient Chinese referred to as the breath of life, must move freely through your body's channels, which are known as the meridians. During the night, this specific energy tends to settle and accumulate, particularly if your body was held tense while you slept, your mind was overwhelmed by worry, or you were in a state of complete energetic disconnection. The dawn should never feel like a struggle. It ought to be a smooth, gradual awakening, much like the stream of water that begins to flow gently when you first turn the faucet. The vast majority of people practically leap out of bed straight into the morning frenzy and frantic pace, demanding that their body perform without having truly turned it on first. This is directly comparable to trying to drive your car when the engine is stone cold. You might get a few feet, but without question, it will overheat and eventually break down. The fundamental question becomes, are you actually awakening your system, or are you just opening your eyes halfway and expecting results? Our initial and most fundamental tool is incredibly simple to perform, yet its transformative power is profound. It is the reverse abdominal breathing. This is not the familiar diaphragmatic breathing technique you already know by heart. It is a specific method engineered to guide the Qi downward, right to the core of your being, to the Dan Tun, which serves as the true seat of inner calm. To engage in this practice, sit comfortably on the edge of your bed, with your spine naturally straight, yet completely relaxed, and your feet firmly planted on the floor. Place one hand over your lower abdomen, roughly 3 fingers below your navel. Now, inhale slowly through your nose, and instead of letting your belly inflate like a balloon, gently draw it inward, as though you are pulling and concentrating energy precisely in the center of your body. Finally, exhale gently through your mouth, allowing your stomach to expand naturally outward at this specific point in the cycle. Repeat this sequence 5 times, maintaining an unhurried pace, feeling how the air moves a subtle energy inside you that completely transcends the merely physical. An ancient Taoist text wisely asserts, "The sage breathes from the heels." This deeply symbolizes anchoring the energy with firmness, preventing it from leaking out through your head, which is often overloaded with anxious thinking. The following step is the meridian self-massage. Using your fingertips, gently massage the spot located right between your eyebrows, often called the third eye, making slow, delicate circular motions. Next, slide your fingers along your temples and your jawline, consciously releasing that tension you've been unconsciously building up. Continue the massage downward toward your neck and shoulders. Squeeze the very top of your shoulders with a firm but gentle pressure, that favorite spot where anxiety always chooses to hide and manifest itself. Next, forming your hands into light, loose fists, softly but consistently tap the center of your chest, precisely where, according to traditional Chinese medicine, the energetic point of the heart resides. This rhythmic tapping aims to reawaken the heart Qi, the essential engine of your innate joy and lasting inner peace. It does not require brute force. What it demands is clear intention. You are activating something that has constantly been there, simply waiting for permission to begin its free flow. Here lies the critical distinction most people overlook: stagnant. Energy feels like lethargy, while flowing Qi manifests as an incredible sensation of lightness and total well-being. The difference between these two realities is not rooted in the number of hours you sleep, but in the freedom with which you allow your vital force to circulate. When you mindfully massage yourself and breathe with a defined purpose, you are conveying to your body, "I am listening, and I am giving you the space to move." The Taoist masters understood that true life operates by the principle of unblocking, never through the means of external pressure. Reflect for a moment. How many times have you attempted to force energy with excessive coffee, sugar, or just a desperate, uncontrolled rush? And out of those times, how many have actually worked for you in the long run? Genuine energy is not generated by outside stimulants. It emanates from harmonious circulation, and proper circulation requires your absolute presence. This initial phase is not about doing more things, but rather about doing the right things. In the subsequent parts of this video, we will delve into how you can effectively harmonize this newly awakened energy and, crucially, how to seal it so it nourishes and accompanies you throughout your entire day. But before we move forward, answer yourself honestly. Are you truly willing to stop forcing situations so you can finally start flowing? Because what comes next will fully demonstrate to you that authentic power makes no noise and does not scream. It whispers with great subtlety and yet transforms everything in its immediate surroundings. You have successfully unlocked your Qi. Now we arrive at the stage that is almost always completely omitted: harmonization and balance. Energy without a proper counterweight quickly devolves into internal agitation and disruptive hyperactivity. Conversely, calm that is stripped of energy rapidly degenerates into deep lethargy and total apathy. The greatest secret mastered by the Taoist teachers was not possessing an excessive amount of a single element, but in achieving the perfect balance between the two fundamental forces existing throughout the universe: Yin and Yang. Yin embodies stillness, receptivity, the analogy of adaptive water. Yang is action, decisive movement, the driving fire. Every single morning represents this ceaseless dance between these two fundamental polarities. If you jump out of bed and immediately launch into frantic action, you are only residing in the Yang extreme. If you remain heavily immersed in bed, completely falling into procrastination, you have become stuck in the Yin extreme. Neither of these poles will independently lead you to stability and overall fulfillment. The Tao, the ideal path, is not located in the opposing extremes. It resides precisely in that central point of equilibrium that fluidly dances and moves between them both. The exercise I will now teach you is known as embracing the tree, Zhan Zhuang. an essential posture within Tai Chi Chuan that we have adapted specifically for your morning routine. Stand with your feet aligned and separated to the exact width of your shoulders. Gently bend your knees slightly. Avoid locking or tensing your legs at all costs. A sage's body is never rigid. It must always remain available and pliable. Now, lift your arms to the level of your chest, visualizing that you are embracing the invisible trunk of a 1,000-year-old tree. Keep your hands softly rounded, with your fingertips facing each other but not touching. Feel the space that is created between your palms, as if a sphere of pulsating energy is forming precisely there. And indeed, in Taoist practice, this sphere is concentrated Qi, not mere fantasy. Inhale and exhale deeply 3 times. With the first, feel your feet anchoring themselves firmly to the earth. With the second, perceive how the crown of your head lengthens and connects to the expansive sky. With the third, become fully aware that you are the perfect bridge between the earth and the sky, between yin and yang, the rooting and the reaching. Next, and with extreme slowness, begin to make very small circular movements with your hips, as if you were gently drawing a figure 8 lying down in the air. Do not try to force anything at all. Allow the motion to originate from the very center of your body, from your dantian, that core energetic point 3 fingers below your navel. Your arms should remain fixed in the embracing posture, but you will now feel a flow of energy ascending from the earth, passing through you and rising toward the sky. Practice this for only 1 minute. Although it appears to be a simple movement, what takes place internally is alchemical in nature. You are transforming heavy, dense energy into subtle, luminous energy. You are reconciling and harmonizing what was previously fragmented. Your body, at this very moment, is not simply executing an action. It is being a state of consciousness. And that vital distinction truly changes absolutely everything. Herein lies a profound truth that the majority ignores. You do not need more time in your day to achieve balance. What you genuinely require is more conscious presence. 1 minute dedicated to this intentional movement is worth significantly more than an hour of disconnected exercise at the gym. Yang without yin leads directly to total burnout and exhaustion. Yin without yang leads directly to stagnation and crippling laziness. Balance is not about staying motionless at the dead center point. It is about gracefully dancing between both extremes, intuitively feeling the precise moment to push forward and the exact instant to calmly step back. Water is the ideal example. It never forces its own path. It invariably seeks the easiest route. It naturally adapts to any obstacle. It never stops, but it never engages in a head-on battle. This is the essence of Wu Wei, the powerful action without effort. And this valuable wisdom is something you can apply not only to the movement of your body, but to every decision, every conversation, and every moment that defines your day. Conclude this practice by lowering your arms gently, as if they were leaves effortlessly detaching from a tree in autumn. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Notice the palpable difference in your body right now, in stark contrast to how it felt just 3 minutes ago. Something inside you has profoundly shifted, hasn't it? It wasn't merely the posture that did it. It was the incredible power of your focused intent. And now that you have masterfully harmonized your yin and your yang, you are fully prepared for the most critical phase of the routine, sealing this energy so it does not dissipate with the very first distraction the day throws at you. Energy without a clear intention is comparable to water without a vessel to contain it. It spreads without purpose, and its essential nature is lost. The next and final chapter will teach you exactly how to forge that invisible container that the ancient Taoists call anchored presence. It's a remarkably common phenomenon. Most people lose the vitality they just generated even before they get a chance to use it effectively. This happens not because they poorly executed the practices, But because they failed to seal the energy, they successfully managed to awaken. Imagine you have filled a glass with fresh water with great care, but you entirely forgot to put a lid on it. As the hours pass, the water will slowly evaporate, and by late afternoon, you will find yourself wondering why that sense of unexplained exhaustion has returned. The culmination step of any Taoist morning routine does not involve adding more actions to your list. Its power resides in sealing and containing what you have already consciously activated. The way to achieve this sealing is through the Wu Wei meditation, the authentic non-action that ultimately transforms everything. The goal here is absolutely not to force yourself to empty your mind entirely. It is, rather, to stop fighting against it and its constant barrage of thoughts. It involves inhabiting a state of presence so deep and absorbing that neither the future nor the past is capable of stealing you away from the here and now. Sit down once again, or remain standing if that feels better, and simply gently close your eyes. Allow your breathing to flow with complete normalcy, making no attempt to control anything. Simply be a silent, accepting observer. Now, intentionally direct your full consciousness to the feeling of calm and renewed energy that you have diligently built up in the preceding minutes. Do not analyze it mentally. Simply feel it in every cell of your being. Visualize that energy as a warm, golden light that softly pulsates in the center of your chest. With every inspiration you take, imagine that light expanding and radiating outward. With every exhalation, feel it solidifying, creating a protective field of force all around you. This is not mere fantasy or wishful thinking. You are actively recognizing a truth that already inherently exists within you. Qi, your vital energy, is not generated from nothing. It is recognized and then activated. And by recognizing it with this level of clarity, it becomes a far more potent reality than any fleeting thought. The moment for the powerful anchor has arrived. Ask yourself, in the complete silence of your interior, what single quality or sensation do I want to carry with me throughout this entire day? This is not about your to-do list or daily tasks. It is a singular, focused intention. A key word, a central emotion. It could be flow. It could be presence. Or perhaps active peace. Choose only one of them and repeat it mentally 3 times, slowly and profoundly, as if you were planting an essential seed in the fertile garden of your morning mind. This chosen intention will instantly become your returning anchor. Every single time the day's chaos and rush attempt to drag you away from your center, simply return to that single word, to that foundational sensation. And the key energy you have awakened will function as a silent reminder. You are not a hostage to the day's events. You are the conscious space within which the day unfolds and manifests. Here is the famous Taoist paradigm that very few manage to grasp. The harder you strive to control every single detail of your journey, the more control the day ends up wielding over you. But by sealing your powerful intention and releasing the anxious need to control, the day magically begins to flow in your favor. The Tao Te Ching teaches us clearly, the supreme virtue is like water. It benefits all things without competing with them. You have no need to wrestle or fight against the day. Your true mission is to flow in perfect harmony with it. And flowing does not imply passivity or inaction. It is maintaining a presence so sharp that you feel with complete certainty when the precise moment to act is, and when you must simply wait in profound stillness. This is not simply a philosophical abstraction, as some might believe. It is an eminently practical source of power. Haven't you noticed how the most successful and right decisions in your life never originated from forced logic, but from a perfectly clear intuition? That deep, innate clarity emerges from a well-aligned Qi and a mind that has effectively sealed the correct intention. Take 3 deep breaths one last time, very slowly. Upon completing your final exhalation, gently open your eyes and reconnect with your physical environment. but consciously avoid returning to be the exact same person who pressed play on this video. You have actively awakened your Qi. You have harmonized your Yin and Yang. You have sealed the intention that will completely guide your path. These few minutes were not a mere exercise. They were a sacred ritual of personal reset. And every authentic reset begins with the energy, not with brute force. Now you are truly ready, not to conquer the day with violence, but to dance with it with unmatched grace and mastery. If you have persisted until this final point of the video, you must understand that you haven't just consumed content. You have actively practiced this ancient wisdom. And this is the vast, fundamental difference between those who successfully achieve real transformation and those who only consume information without applying it. What you have integrated today is not meant to remain stuck in abstract theory. Its ultimate purpose is to become the DNA of your new morning. Remember the 3 essential tools. First, awakening the Qi with conscious breathing and the meridian self-massage. Second, harmonizing Yin and Yang through intentional, flowing movement. And third, sealing your daily intention with a completely anchored presence. This routine does not take 20 minutes from your life. On the contrary, it hands you back the energy and focus of your entire day. This is truly just the magnificent beginning of our comprehensive energy and balance cycle. In the next video, we will immerse ourselves into the fascinating theta frequency, that specific brain state where the deepest levels of healing take place. It is there that you will gain access to the reprogramming of limiting patterns, where you can modify old memories and elevate your consciousness to a superior, more subtle level. If the Qi is the vital energy that constantly nourishes your being, the theta frequency is the vibrational superhighway for that energy to travel. When you successfully manage to align both forces, the result you obtain is nothing short of extraordinary. Therefore, I invite you to subscribe immediately and be sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss the flow of wisdom. This specific cycle will not simply hand you more knowledge. It will open the doors to states of being that you may not have even remembered were possible for you to reach. If this video has successfully ignited that special spark within your soul, give it a generous like, and please comment "I am reborn" down below. This is absolutely crucial so that the platform's algorithm can share this transformative message with other people who are actively seeking it. And if you wish to deepen your practice even further and access a superior level of exclusive content, please consider becoming an exclusive channel member. This will grant you access to powerful guided meditations, unique internal practices, and content that will never be made public. It is my personal invitation for you to join a conscious community that has consistently chosen continuous transformation over the simple daily distraction. The morning of the sage always starts in the most profound stillness, but its echo powerfully resonates throughout the entire day. May your energy flow with the flawless adaptability of water. May your inner peace be as unshakable as that of an ancient mountain. And always remember this core truth: the Tao never asks you to be perfect. It merely invites you simply to be completely present. I will see you in our next profound encounter. And please, keep this practice alive and vital in your heart. I await you in the theta frequency.